I did. Could somebody pinch me? I don't know that I don't know that it's real, but I guess the evidence is that it's real. So, and greetings to everyone, and thank you so much for coming out today to this very special event. I want to take just a minute as well to thank Mark, David, Corey, and Jerry for the tremendous effort that they have put into this project. We all know, as Jerry said, behind the scenes, a lot more happens, and Mark was very modest about all the efforts to get approvals, and we once got approval and found out later that we didn't. We had to go back and do it all over again, and things like that. And Corey, as we know, this is a unique design. There's not another bandstand like this, and so putting it all together, and the engineering and the planning, it's just fantastic. David has been in my corner and supporting this in memory of his brother since the day one, and I couldn't have done it without that support of him and his family. And Jerry Gosselin, the community is blessed to have Jerry as its executive director. He handles more things than any of us are aware of. We might intersect with certain aspects of his job here and there, but what he does behind the scenes, he's become a sound technician. He's become a subcontractor, a plumber. Personnel supplying ministers at the last minute for weddings where the parson hasn't showed up, and it goes on and on. But this bandstand project, he sort of became the general contractor, the point person, clerk of the works, sorry. And it's not really in his job description, but the nature of the community and him being here, there we are. So my heartfelt thanks. How did we get here to this point? This idea for this bandstand started about 10 or 12 years ago. Doug, after retirement, volunteered as the Ocean Park archivist, and in processing old documents and things, he came across pictures of the original bandstand that used to sit where the library is. He was intrigued and found out that it had been torn down in 1924. I had, but discrepancy on dates, and in order to make space for the construction of the library. And by the way, it was also some other groups besides the Ed Bureau that helped with the library, but they were certainly in favor of it. The Ed Bureau had the first traveling library in Ocean Park, and it would come every summer and reside in the Curtis, that traveling library from the state of Maine. That's how people did it back in the day. And then at the end of the summer, that traveling library would go back to the state library. So in the old days, that was how they did it. Anyway, Doug was intrigued by the idea of restoring a bandstand to Ocean Park. On a subsequent illumination night, we were standing like 8 to 10 people deep in the square, trying unsuccessfully to see the bagpipe band. We could hear them, but we couldn't see them because everybody was at the same level. And Doug said, boy, wouldn't it be great to have that bandstand back in Ocean Park so everybody could view the band. The idea grew as we noticed lovely bandstands in towns that we visited around New England and the United States. Sunapee, New Hampshire, New London, New Hampshire has a beautiful bandstand. Boothbay Harbor, Oak Bluffs on Martha's Vineyard. So many New England towns had bandstands. Why not Ocean Park? So when Doug passed away in 2015, I started to think about how I could make the bandstand happen in his memory, and I was very pleased and grateful that due to Doug's provident nature, he was kind of a frugal guy, it was going to be possible. And so thank you, Doug, for the dream of this bandstand and for the financing of it. So,